Okay, we finished our notes, so you can see I only needed 2 words to be able to do the phrases that we're adding today. And so I put them on the board, they've checked, and I've kind of walked around and spot checked just enough that I'm confident I can't get everybody, but I'm just making sure that there's a rough breathing mark, I'm making sure that the circumflex is put in the right place. Details matter here, so I'm just trying to do as well as I can. Now we're ready for this. Okay, guys, we're going to do phrases. So fold your paper in half, red line to red line, and crease well. Okay, so let's do it together. The first phrase is... Well, actually, let's see here. We did the phrase. Oh, so we're going to go for an entire thing. Now, if we're just starting, you may have to adjust. So the reason I'm pausing here is because the phrase is going to be the Word was God. Now we've done the Word already, and we've done was already, and we did theos right here. So one option is, here, let me show you on the scratch paper. I could do each piece separately again. Theos, ein, and ologos. So if Miss Amanda, you may want to do this just for extra practice. So you could have them do theos, and even though it's exactly the same as what you wrote on as a word, and then ologos for extra practice, even though we just did it 2 pages over. And so, or you can just give them the whole phrase. You're just going to have to kind of judge that based on the class and how it's been going. So let's say we need practice. Okay, guys, so the first phrase is theos. What's the phrase? Let me hear you say it. Theos. Okay, good. So they're going to think to themselves, theos. Okay, good. All right, now what was the phrase? Theos. Good. So I put it on the board. Now check. Did you get it? Good. Marks, do you have an acute on the O? Excellent. Now, remember, when we do phrases, we're going to skip a line. So get ready for the next phrase. The next phrase is an old one, so I'm thinking you know it. Let's see how well you do. O logos. Say the phrase. O logos. Do it again. Okay, now write it. O logos. Okay, check your marks. I'm going to put it on the board. What was your phrase? O logos. O logos. Did you get a rough breathing on the O? Good. Double check. Make sure it's facing the right way. And then, did you get an acute on the O in logos? Okay, good. Whoops, I forgot. What does theos mean? God. Okay, make sure you put that in your book. Capitalize it. Okay, and what does ologos mean? Anybody remember? Good, the word. You guys have been practicing well. Okay, the word. All right. One more. We're going to combine it. Are you ready for something really hard? Okay. Here we go. Theos in o logos. Say it. It's going to take a second. Theos in o logos. Okay, let me hear you say it. Okay, good. Now you and you. Okay, together one more time. Now go ahead and write it. See how well you do. There's a trick. Don't put the accent on theos unless you know. Theos. Oh, I know this one. In. Oh. Logos. It's a sentence, so put a period. Okay. All right, let's put it on the board. What was your phrase? Theos in o logos. Good. Theos. I told you, don't put the accent there yet unless you know. It's a trick. You put a period, it's a whole sentence. Okay, good. Check your marks on ein. That's an old one, but we've seen it enough times. I think you could do it. Did you get it? Okay, good. Now theos. Now look up here on the board. When we did it by itself, it had an acute. But now, theos. Os is the last syllable, and there's a word right after. You remember, we put a grav. Okay, does yours look right? Okay, see if you can figure it out. Now, theos means God, ein means was, and ologos means the word. So it looks like God was the word. and that would be okay. But do you see how logos has the? That means we need to put it first. So even though they said God was the Word, we're going to put it in our English as the Word was God. So make sure you get that. Don't get tricked when we get it. Okay. Good. That's it. Now let's practice.